In this installment of our lap around America, we ride from the California coast to Sequoia National Park and experience a set of extremes. Encountering some of the largest trees in the world, witness the effects of one of California's largest wildfires, experience a power outage in Sequoia, leaving us with no restaurant, no hot water, no heat, no cell phone, no internet, but epic views. We are John and Miriam. We may live along the Virginia coast, but for the next few months, we will again call the road our home. We plan to ride our Am Spyder to the Pacific coast and back, over 7,000 miles through 16 states. We are calling this trip a lap around America. We know this odyssey will offer up its full serving of adventure, scenic beauty, along with the standard dose of challenges. But that's what we signed up for.
It's another beautiful morning.
Yes, it is. Leaving our little bunkhouse here in Carmel in the foothills.
Valley.
In the foothills above Carmel Valley.
Rose and Jeff's place. Very nice.
Yeah. Good.
I didn't have a chance to look for the deer this morning, but have been communing with them for the last few days.
Our ride over to Sequoia National Park took us through the area of Monterey, where we decided to connect with Odelta and Armel, fellow Spyder riders, where we shared a meal. Just topped up on gas and took a bathroom break and had a cold drink. Temperature outside is in the low 90s, and we donned our comfy cooling vests. Shirley Strange is supposed to be really cool once we get up to Sequoia. And while we were taking a down moment, went ahead and made arrangements for the new tire in Reno, Nevada. Called them, set up an appointment, and then also set up a hotel reservation nearby. Nice, comfy place. One does backpacking, there is a thing called a trail angel. A trail angel is a person who supports, without any expectation of return or reward, a backpacker. They will leave food and cold drinks at trailheads because what they're carrying is quite limited, or give them rides in the town or what have you, and won't accept payment. I wasn't aware that also exists for people traveling on motorcycle. We stopped just to take a break, and Miriam wanted to go into this little restaurant just to get a cold drink, and we did, and we found out it was two sisters that owned this restaurant, had just started it, and helped us out, gave us cold drink. We were the only ones in there to get ready to close for the afternoon. And Lady G.
We've still got another hour and 10-15 minutes or so before we get to Sequoia. It's been a hot day. We're anxious to get to our destination, but it's so beautiful right now. The topography is changing once again, getting a good look at the mountains. And I am excited that we're going to see some trees, some big trees. Been wanting to get to Sequoia for many years, and this is my first time.
Made it to Kings. Where are we?
Well, we entered Kings Canyon. Sequoia is right next to Kings Canyon National Park.
And the entry fee for me is free because I'm an old guy, and I got the old guy card. And we're up about 6,000 feet. The temperature has dropped.
Sequoia to the right.
It's 73 degrees.
73. Oh, hallelujah.
No vehicles over 22 feet. We are 18 feet.
Heavens.
The trailer. No RVs up here. Maybe vans. In the late summer and fall of 2021, a devastating wildfire hit this area, doing significant amount of damage to the park. Significant efforts were employed to ensure the safety of some of the largest trees in the world.
Sad, just makes me sad, but oh my gosh, look at this. Oh. I know fire is a natural force and it's important to the health of forests, but for the health of the wildlife, but it just makes my heart sad. This fire, it just raged for so long. It took them so long to contain it. And I think it was started by a lightning strike.
We arrived at the Wuksachi Lodge in Sequoia National Park and settled in for the night. The next day we are out early, taking the free shuttle for a sightseeing tour around the park. In the 1960s, early 1970s, I forget the exact date, there's a TV show called Land of the Giants, where people inadvertently entered an alternate universe where they were very, very, very small. And that's what I feel like, walking through these humongous trees.
So amazing. I just love them. It's good to be places where you feel small.
Where these things were seedlings before Christ was born.
Wow.
It's hard to get your mind around that.
And it just looks...
We came back from our sightseeing run today, and I enjoyed that, to find out that the power is out in the lodge. We have no electricity. Fortunately, we have our little headlamps. Never thought we would be packing our headlamps for seeing around the hotel room in the national parks. But yeah, I just had the pleasant experience to do some laundry in the bathroom sink with our traveling camp suds by flashlight. We're very practiced in doing laundry in bathroom sinks, so did that. And so I'm just going to kick back here, and fortunately my laptop is fully charged, and I'm doing some work on that, and Miriam's down in the lodge area just reading a book. So I'm just telling our folks about the problem with the electricity, and
behind me?
Because we'll get that lighting better, because there's no light. So what did you learn?
Well, they posted a sign that there is no restaurant until further notice, that it's closed indefinitely. So, lesson learned, always carry food with you wherever you go. I guess there's probably places in Kings Canyon, but that would be a long drive.
No, the problem could persist there. The problem is there's no communications up here. There's no cell phone service. The internet's down now. It's an hour's drive to any place, and they may not have electricity either. We don't know what's going on. So we prepared. We have our camp stove, which we have yet to fire up. We have camp food, but we also have the better part of a pizza left from last night in the refrigerator. And we still have some bourbon.
And some gin.
And we have a serving.
We will survive.
So we just checked with the front desk. They don't know what the problem is or when it's going to be resolved. We have enough provisions to keep us going until our departure time, but we're not going to have any food for breakfast.
We will. We'll have a snack bar.
Yeah, a cereal bar, something like that. Fortunately for us, I have my camp stove, an entire bag of coffee, and my AeroPress. You guys
never travel
without one. So we'll be able to make coffee, and we're thinking we could sell it for $30 a cup. if they don't have coffee here tomorrow morning. So, the grocery store, which is close by, which has a very limited selection, is also closed. We were going to take a bus ride over there, give us something to do this afternoon, but they're closed. Well, it turns it a luxury stay into an adventure.
It's no longer luxury, it's glamping.
You know, there's a lot of folks in our age group here, a lot of folks, period, it's booked up. And if there's no food service, there's no food service for a long way. So I don't know what everybody's going to do. And not only do we bring lots of food, but, you know, I asked for a cold beer, and he says, no way. Well, can't have a cold beer, so, you know. In my little pack here, you know, in case of snake bite. And so we're getting ready to have us an hors d'oeuvre, or a cocktail. Because sometimes a man's going to do what a man's going to do.
You're thinking ahead. Planning for the inevitable.
Always have a plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E. Well, good morning. It's our second full day here in Sequoia. Waiting for the bus to take us sightseeing. Power came on about 9:30, 10, and which means we had hot coffee and hot breakfast this morning. The restaurant was open, so but there's nobody there. It's like I think half the people who had reservations when they were checking in last night, they were being told there was no electricity, no hot water, and we don't know when it's going to come back, and there's also no food service. And so, I mean, there's nothing here to eat. So I think a lot of people changed their minds last night, which is sad because this morning we had most of the dining room to ourselves. We took another shuttle bus over to Morrow Rock, which is a granite outcropping with spectacular views of the valley below. This hike is not for the faint of heart. It starts off at 6,400 feet above sea level, and there are 350 steps, which is equivalent to a 23-story building, and they're quite steep. But the views are spectacular. Well, guys, we're winding down our time in Sequoia National Park. Tomorrow, we should be in Yosemite National Park. And so what are your thoughts about Sequoia?
Oh, I love the trees. Absolutely love them. And the view from Morrow Rock today was awesome.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, my
goodness. It was intimidating a little bit, psychologically. Just the climb. Very steep.
Yeah.
Anyway, tonight we're celebrating, I've got Epic IPA in my tin cup, and Miriam is drinking
Pinot Noir.
Yeah, she's back to her wine, but it's been a good trip, and
yeah,
we would show you the room, but it looks like the contents of the trailer has exploded, so we're not going to do that, and I'm sitting here with no pants on because we're doing laundry. And
do what you got. At least we have power today.
We have power, so yeah, it's been a good day. A little tiring, but 3 days at 7,000 feet when you're a sea level dweller can be a little fatiguing.
Totally worth it though, and I'm glad we were able to come.
Yep. So we're gonna have a light dinner here in the room, pack up, and head over to Yosemite tomorrow. So
all over again. So cheers to Sequoia.
And
and to you.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Take care.
Bye bye.